Huh?
Yeah, New World.
You like it or?
No, I think was saying that he saw some people playing it and didn't really get it, and I
Yeah,
was
I
trying
wasn't
to.
impressed.
But I got a
I
few
never.
friends that are playing, and they've been really looking forward to playing an MMO. Like they've been kind of missing that type of game for a long time.
I don't know. I think that ship has sailed.
Yeah, but I mean, I think a lot of people that are into that type of game seem to think that New World is good enough. It's not amazing. I know a lot of people that have really hyped Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah.
And like, so if you were to get into a game now, I'd definitely say that's the one because it's free as well, up to like a certain point in the story.
Yeah.
It's completely free. You get like a ton of content for nothing.
Yeah.
Um,
I know Dragon PC's been playing that. He's talking about how much he likes
yeah,
it.
my mate Sai's been playing it, and he says it's really good. Like he can't play games for very long because he's got a bad shoulder, so he can only play for like half an hour to an hour at a time. But he said that's fine. Like he just gets on, plays through the storyline for a little while, and it's very story driven, which is kind of not what a lot of MMOs are. I don't know how into Final Fantasy you are, but
Oh, I've played them all from. Yeah, I mean, I've played pretty much all of them except for the
right.
online ones.
I was never that. I never really played any of the games, but he really liked them, and he said Final Fantasy 14 was really really good. So
Give me 1 sec. I'll be right back.
it's cheaper than I thought. New World. I was expecting it to be some obscene amount of money, but it's actually pretty reasonable.
But considering that Amazon's just trying to get into the video game world, I'm betting they're trying to make it as reasonable as possible.
Yeah, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, probably right.
My big thought, I know people are having a hard time getting in, which, that's, I understand that. That doesn't bother me. I'm like, I get they didn't realize how many people were going to come in and try to play. I just want to know if it's a finished game or not. Because if it's a finished game, where it's not super buggy like what Bethesda's been doing, that speaks a lot. So that's what I'm curious about.
I think it's more finished. Um, I would. I mean, they delayed it 3 times. It
Mm-hmm.
went back in. It went back into beta at least once. Like they were going to release it, and then everyone played it and went, yeah, this is rubbish." And they went, "Oh, okay." And they put it back in beta and
Well, that's
developed it for a while more. So I mean, like it's a good. I don't know the exact numbers, but it's a good 6 months behind when it was originally set to release.
I'd rather have a late release than like a Fallout 76 release. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. I think it does. I think it is much more complete than. Yeah, I mean, as I said, I haven't played it, so I'm only going on what I know from other people.
Yeah, well,
I have
whenever
seen
your
a few
buddies
people
play
say
it.
that. Go on, mate.
No, still New World.
We haven't moved on.
Oh, I'll be right back.
I think the heydays of MMO are little. I don't know. I've tried to play. What did I try to play? Guild Wars 2 recently. I don't know. I just think people have less attention. But you got to do all kinds of things to keep them interested in playing.
Yeah, Guild Wars 2 is a weird one because it feels. I've played it. I played it when it first came out.
Yeah.
And it feels like a very different game to the free-to-play version that's now available. Like the way you interacted with the game in the free-to-play was very different.
Right.
And not in a good way. you log in and you're immediately bombarded with all this like stuff on your screen, like shops and currency and blah blah blah. I was like, what is all that about? But when I first played it, I genuinely think it's one of the best leveling experiences I've ever had in an MMO. Because it was just fun. It just ran around. Didn't really matter where you went. There was stuff to do all over the place. And I played it with a couple of friends, and we just ran around. No real plan. We didn't kind of grind it out. We just aimlessly wandered around doing random stuff. But then we got to 80, like the level cap. I can't remember what it was at the time. And we're like, oh, that's it. Not much to do now.
Right.
And that was it. We stopped playing. It's weird. Like so many games seem to be able to get one or the other correct. There's some games where the leveling is just horrible and grindy and boring, but the end game's really good. And then other games where the end game's terrible, but the leveling is really good.
Right.
Haven't played many games where both have been got right.
Oh, it's that generator right there. That was an airtight issue. Fix that. Yeah, I took out the plates that were over it before because it was hard to walk on them. Yeah, I forgot that generators are down there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I have the patience to play one game anymore. Well, other than this, obviously. But you know what I mean? Like, it was fun back then, dude. It was definitely an experience. I mean, I remember it fondly, but going back to that kind of thing where it's like every day, you know what you're gonna do, you know what game you're gonna play. You know, I think it was also that you were playing with other people back then, and it was an experience. It was like, hey, we're gonna go do the Fisher of Woe today, or we're gonna go run, HOM today, or we're gonna go do dungeons, or we're gonna, you know what I mean? It's like we're gonna work towards this armor, or we're gonna go run the boss, or whatever. But it was just like, it was fun. You knew what you were doing. There was a skill set to it, and you were perfecting something. I don't know if that's still the way they're played.
I think it is to a point. I think they've New World is probably a more modern MMO. It's much fewer skills. It's much more the combat is much more mobile and interactive. However, I don't know exactly. Apparently, it's got quite a deep crafting thing, but I haven't played it, so it's difficult for me to weigh in on that. I have heard a few streamers saying. I saw a headline the other day. I didn't read the article, but a thing about Shroud saying that New World is definitely not for part-timers. Like if you're a casual gamer, don't even bother because it will just be frustrating and take too long.
So what's the setting? Is it like future? Is it medieval? Is it
No, it's like the name gives it away, kind of.
Yeah, it's like settler times,
Yeah, like
settled the New World.
Spanish settling in the Americas kind of thing, and it's got that feel to it as well, like the whole conquistador vibe going on. But they find this island, and it's full of bad stuff that's trying to kill everyone.
Right.
Enter the fray. I don't even know what you're supposed to do. I'm assuming kill everything, make money.
Yeah,
usually what it is.
So I played Elder Scrolls Online. I don't know if that would be considered an MMO, but
yeah, definitely.
I kind of liked that one, but I also kind of hated it. So then that's like the only MMO.
Yeah, that's definitely an MMO. It sounds exactly like an MMO.
Does it? Okay. Well, it's just like the grind was just ridiculously hard, and so yeah.
I think they all suffer from that because it's on the one hand you've got people that will sit and play it 14 hours a day, 8 days a week, and they will burn through the content, and suddenly at the end they're like, "Give me more content. I'm bored. Otherwise, I'm going to move. Otherwise, I'm going to stop playing your game." And they want people to play the game. So it's really hard to balance the game for that. I think that's a problem.
Yeah, you're probably right. Just kids that have nothing better to do.
Yeah. You've made me try and play that about 3 times. I think the last time we tried to play it, and I loaded in and everything, and then it was only when we both loaded in that you realised that it wasn't a co-op game.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Icarus to. Definitely.
Yeah, that looks.
I think that'd be a lot of fun. Yeah. I haven't played any of the other betas. I played the first one. No, the second one. Sorry, the second weekend. But I don't know. It doesn't run very well. Certainly not on my hardware.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I guess it's not maybe optimized. Or...
No, I mean if they manage to get it optimized, then it might be alright.
Oh, I actually looked into that, and my computer can't even run it. So, which is sad. I want to say it's took like a minimum of like a 1080, and I'm like, well, I don't have that, so.
Yeah, it didn't. It did definitely seem to be a rendering thing. It wasn't like a CPU bottleneck, or it was definitely the graphics card that was struggling.
Yeah, and that's I got a 1060, so it's like.
I think if you had like an equivalent card now, but with DLSS, you'd probably get away with it. But it seems like a lot of games are starting to rely on that technology to get their games running.
Yeah, well, I was going to upgrade my graphics card before all this stuff happened, and it just never happened. So.
Yeah.
Well, luckily I've got like 3. I got 3 2070s just sitting here, man. I'll send you one.
Okay. Yeah.
If I had it, bro, it'd be on its way, man.
I just have to pay for shipping, which would probably be cheaper for me just to buy one, right?
Well, you're not wrong there.
My friend managed to get a Founders Edition in the UK.
Yeah?
Yeah. So, you know how? Do you know why they're still selling the Founders Edition? Is to keep the RRP down. But like, Nvidia have to sell a certain number of Founders Edition cards in order to state officially that the RRP is what it is. So they release a certain number each month, out. And in the UK, there's only one vendor that is selling them. And there's like a whole bunch of Telegram and Discord chats that track when they're released. You just have to sit there waiting and hoping that you can get one. And he managed to get one. So he got a 3080 RRP.
Oh
But
wow.
it took him
Hey,
8
Kitted,
months of trying.
21-month
Yeah, see, I
resub.
don't
Big
have that kind
hype.
of patience
Tier
by any
3,
means.
dude.
It's
Dude.
not. I mean, so those cards aren't
Thank
even
you, sir.
available in
Salute
Singapore.
to you.
They're not even
Oh.
released here. They're like, yeah, you don't need an RRP, you'll be fine. I've seen a
Not
few
that much. Building the big,
coming out of China now as well.
big shit.
Of quite obviously X mining cards. But I see a few of those trickle out. I could buy a graphics card pretty easily. I'd just have to pay 300% over the asking, over the RRP.
Alright.
Or if you're gonna buy one out of China, like an old mining card, you have to buy like 10,000 at a time.
Yeah. Yeah, we could do that.
I've seen adverts on some of the local secondhand markets, and they're like, buy these cards, 100 mining cards, only $10,000 or whatever, some ludicrous amount of money.
Deal of a deal, man.
Yeah, yeah. Of course, I got that money lying around.
Man, this CB is gonna be big. Scary for these fucking things. I don't know, Don.
So you're finally starting to see it, huh?
I hate this double click thing. It's driving me fucking nuts. Oh! I can't drag blocks. It's super annoying when you're trying to build something big.
Are you in vanilla?
No. Reforged.
Oh, how comes you can't drag blocks? I thought you could.
My mouse. My mouse is like doing this weird double click thing. I guess Razer mice are prone to that.
I guess Razer mice are bad, just in general.
Really? I've always had great experiences with them until now.
I've only owned 2, and both of them have broken in like a week.
Oh wow! Like, what do you use?
I can't even remember.
You can't look down and tell me what mouse you use.
Oh, the one I've got now is a Corsair. I thought you were talking about which Razer ones that I owned.
Oh, okay,
I couldn't remember.
Yeah,
Just blocked it out.
out.
No, I got a Corsair at the moment. One of the best mice I ever had was
Yeah, proportion. Like, I don't know.
Microsoft one.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
remember,
one
I
of
have to do ambidextrous, so that's where I get a problem. Is there's not many
Yeah.
good ambidextrous mice.
That is tough.
Corsair, I think, has one.
Left-handed.
I
Corsair,
could do it right-handed, but I think my builds would suck really bad.
Of course, the hardware's all right. The software's terrible though. Like the IQ thing is really bad. It breaks a lot. Software crashes and all sorts of nonsense.
Is Logitech any good? That's what I use. So for left-handers,
For a mouse, really?
I think it's a Logitech.
I don't know. I mean, I've always used the Razer just because it was always pretty consistent. But yeah, this last one, this Lance head that I've got, it's gone pretty quickly. I mean, I can't say that I take care of it either. So I mean, it could be me. I use it every day, all day. You know what I mean? So I mean, I guess there's a lifespan for these things if you're, heavy gaming and stuff. I mean, I guess I can't get too mad. I've had it for almost 2 years.
Yeah, it's not really too bad.
I've never gone wireless on a mouse before. Maybe. I don't know.
I wouldn't go wireless on a mouse.
You could now.
Yeah.
I think 5 years ago I wouldn't have bothered, but now I definitely think wireless stuff has come a long way. It used to be the same with headsets. Like I'd have never bought a wireless headset 5 years ago.
Yeah, I got a wireless on, and it's worked great for a couple years now. So
Hmm.
Yeah, a lot of people in chat saying they use wireless. So.
I mean, considering the state of my desk, a wireless mouse would be really good.
Wireless mouse with a charging mouse.
Yeah.
I just felt really old. I was just like, so you had to plug in your mouse pad? I don't know. Felt weird.
Well, yeah, probably.
Yeah, you do. You plug in your mouse
Yeah.
pad.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
okay.
good. I mean,
Okay.
how? It's not solar. I mean,
Well, I remember when my wife got the wireless charger for her phone a couple years ago. Oh man, I was totally tripping out on that thing, thinking you need to plug in your phone. She's just plugged in, and I'm like, no, it's not. Oh man.
I know. No, I got that for my older daughter. I got her a wireless charging pad. I was kind of in awe by it.
Oh yeah, it's bizarre.
I mean, I guess technically my phone could charge wirelessly. Maybe that's. A big ass TV, dude. How I feel. All right, so this is where things will turn one way or the other. Do you think that it makes sense to have a 4 slot thing or a 2 slot thing? Like, how many people are going to use 4 flechettes with a main combat CV, or would it make sense to just have one that houses 2 of them?
So somebody's always going to be flying the big CV.
Yeah.
So it's whether or not you've got 3 people using it or 5 people using it.
Right. I think most likely it's going to be 3. That's just me, though. I just don't know how many people are going to have 5 people roaming around at once that want to use
And,
one package.
yeah, and also you'd probably have other ships going on as well.
Right. Yeah, I like 2. Plus, I could do a lot with 2. This isn't that big. Like, I can really go any way I want with the shape here.
Yeah. It'd be fun to do it like you could do 3 of them in a triangle.
Well, I'm thinking vertical, so now I'm thinking of putting one on top of the other and making like
Okay,
a
yeah.
bow kind of thing. So these are called flechette, right? This is like a French dart or something,
I
right?
like how you've got the names worked out before you've even built the thing.
No, no, no. The little one's a flechette. I don't know what the big one's called.
You
Yeah.
just said a bow.
Oh no, I mean the
Oh,
shape. I'm thinking the shape of it would be like a bow with
oh,
darts.
okay.
But then I don't know. Either that or like a gun, like a rail gun or something.
Well, there's a thing called a fletchet rifle.
There you go. What does that look like? Google.
Just looks like a rifle.
Yeah, no, Google it. We'll use the power of the Googles. Hold on.
Ask Alexa. I'm sure she'll know.
Yeah,
Like, what the hell are you talking about?
you said the name too loud. A needle gun. What? Flechette. Flechette.
The idea was that it would slice off small pieces of material and fire them at velocity.
Well, this doesn't look cool. I mean, it's cool.
Well, it's because they're prototypes. I mean, if you look at do an image search for fletchet, you'll see it a lot used in sci-fi.
Yeah. Alright, so I need to make something up, is what you're saying. The side-by-side thing's cool, but I'm thinking, like, I've always wanted to build a vertical thing, but, like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't want it to look all alien shit. Oh, I don't know, man.
Do you want some advice?
Okay.
I don't got any, so.
In between your toenails.
Thank God. I mean,
I know. Yeah, don't listen to my advice.
you're defining a form factor people can make other modules and tag chips. Yeah. No, so totally. And that's the idea too, I think, is that you know, even if you don't want 2 of the flechettes, you could totally make like a cargo module, or you can make a miner, or you know, and honestly, like I might even do that. Like I could probably this shape here can work for so many different things. I could probably make a really good miner with this. I could make like, you know, there's all kinds of different applications you could.
Well, I just keep wishing there was collision damage because that would make a really good ramming ship.
Ah, you didn't see me knocking trees down today in the stream, dude.
No.
I took the K-bar out and I just mowed the forest. You could knock trees
Wow.
down now.
That must have been a really exciting stream.
Bro, you have no idea, dude.
Kid at Christmas.
There was cheering involved. Like, people were spilling coffee everywhere. It was crazy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we don't mess.
You guys are hardcore.
Not a party. Yeah. Coffee was flying.
Filbert's has a pretty good
fully encasing him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to, though. The idea of them being. But honestly, this size is not bad. Like, I could do a lot with this. I just have to commit to the over. I make vertical or horizontal.
I think vertical would look cooler.
Yeah, but see, the trick is that the main CV has to also be set up correctly for combat, right? So the shape has to facilitate decoys, and you know what I mean. So doing it vertical, like if I go vertical, it's gonna look better if the tips of the vertical slant back. Now, if I do that, I could slant back and forward, where it's like this kind of 22-degree angle coming forward, and then the forward most will be the decoy. Let's try that. All right, let's try that, because I am definitely wanting to do. I kind of have to scrap. Or I could commit to 4. Vertical 4, but then we're talking about a big freaking.
Does it make much difference to the performance, the shape of the CV?
Not for a tank. I mean, you want to be able to turn. Turning's important. To stay, you know, front facing against, you know, faster foes. But yeah, no, not as far as Jay's like done with his ship, dude. He sent me a picture of it, and like the whole, at least the whole outside is completely done. Like, I was like, holy shit, but you've been at it all day, dude. Like all day, I think he's been at it. It's crazy.
I need to start sending him some of my half-built chips and go, here you go, buddy. You know, just take a look.
You know when you're in that zone, dude, you just go. Decoration collision damage is new added with decoration. What does that even mean?
You can use deco as a ramming thing.
Decoration. Does that mean? I don't know what that means. That doesn't even make sense to me as a sentence. Are you saying if you use deco blocks, those take collision damage? Or are you saying if you hit something, it does some kind of simulated damage explosion, but it's not really damage? Or like, what? Oh, okay. So that's okay. So then that's what we're talking about. It cuts the trees down and stuff. Pretty important. I don't have any music going on or anything. I'm sorry, guys. That you guys really want to hear.
It's exciting to watch you slack-jawed moving blocks around.
I sense a little bit of sarcasm.
No, I'm British. We're never sarcastic.
Oh, that's true.
I was watching is it the Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard the other day?
Oh, with Ryan Reynolds and
Yeah.
Samuel
And
Jackson.
he was talking to somebody. I'm sure it was that film. He was talking to somebody, and he's like, "No, you're not. He's not British. He's Australian." And it was exactly the same thing that you always say to me. It's like, is that?
Funny.
Yeah. It was pretty funny. It was true. It was awful, but in a very entertaining way.
Nice. Hey, what's up, Jarvis? people don't watch these. I can't, dude. Like, it's one thing, like, in the regular streams, because I'm not really listening to it, but when I'm building, like, I kind of want to find out. Oh, nice. You wrote your captain's report? I gotta read it. Donks was pretty funny. And he only had, like, say, like 3 misspellings and all.
No, I didn't have any misspellings. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Did I actually have 3? Just spell check.
I don't know.
I was like, oh man, I was really trying not to. I want everyone to know that I can't spell.
Don't Cam.
Oh, I'm okay.
You're streaming, man.
Yeah, I was going to show you before. And,
oh.
Oh well, everyone gets to see this thing. Yay!
I mean, I can turn it off if you don't.
No.
Oh, okay. Alright, so these would be like elevator bays, then you'd go in and you'd be able to go directly into the okay.
I think if I got to the point where I was making a build and it was looking like it was going to be that big, I'd be like, nah.
I know. This is gonna be a struggle. Trust me, this is gonna be a struggle for me. But the function is justified right now, but we'll see. Decam hype.
Yeah, we gotta get another name for that.
Yeah, Jarvis. Attempt to start it. See, I'm struggling because like I had an idea for a look in my head, right? But then I'm wondering, you know, once these things are docked to the main CV, they're, you know, there's no need to protect them. They're not going to get shot at. So why am I creating such a big blocky hangar for these things to simply dock into? It's an expensive venture that doesn't really make sense other than looks.
What if you just dock the front third of it?
I have them sticking out in the back, you mean?
Yeah, whenever it starts flanging out for the thrusters, have that part open, but just have that, you know, very front end of it dock in there.
Put some points on the board. Oh, it's maddening, dude. I can't build like this. This is so stressful, man. Like, oh, I hate it. I hate this block thing. Not dragging blocks is so annoying. Why is this in? So yeah, that's a fair point. Well, they do have docking underneath too, so. Docking there. I don't know, I'm thinking like, starting to think this isn't the one to do this with. The only way I think this would probably be cool is if I built it to where one CB or one flechette fits into a bigger CB. Like imagine like a bigger flechette but like hollow in the back, and this like fits into it, and it's like this bigger shape that's kind of the same shape. And then that way it has the same functional ability of having the turrets in the back and having the decoy in the front. It's kind of just like a bigger version with, you know, more overall like function as far as you know, production ability and stuff like that.
Yeah, that would be cool too, because I mean, then you only have to find one person to go fight with.
I've talked myself from 4 to 1. I got a problem. Or I could just go big and do 4 and have them like up, down, left, right. And have like a much bigger one. Russian nesting also, I guess.
If there was if you could what's it called, daisy chain dock, that would be cool.
That is seriously big.
What I'm doing?
Yes.
Good work, though. Okay, let's at least try it. First I need to find the proper center. These will go like here at an angle. Alright, Jarvis, catch you tomorrow, man.
What about one behind the other?
How would you... You'd have to pull one out before the other? Then how would you get in them?
Oh, no. I mean, just like a long... Yeah, I don't think you could do it with hanger doors. I was just thinking like a long, almost like a what's the right word? Crevice or crack in the top of the CV, and they just slide down into it.
Go like that. And just do like a bigger... So if I do this, right? Start blocking this. Yo, this is gonna be like dumb big.
You should name it server lag.
They're also spaced out quite far apart.
Well, they gotta be. These are the farthest points, right? So I'm giving it enough room to go into it halfway.
Yeah.
Ah, see, forgot to set the symmetry on that one.
Can you copy and paste in symmetry yet or not?
Yeah. This doesn't even work right. Like, this doesn't even, like... Yeah. Texturing doesn't work in this. Yeah. Like, it works for blocks, but it doesn't work for texture.
I'll be right back. I think my cat might have just killed my wife. That was close. Cat stepped in my wife's dinner. Or breakfast, sorry.
Oh,
She wasn't happy.
I can imagine that.
Buttered chicken samosas.
What?
You know what a samosa is, right?
Champagne
Nope.
and orange juice?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
No, that's a mimosa.
Oh, what are you saying?
Samosa.
Is that like a better mimosa?
Yeah, is that
No.
like vodka and orange juice?
No, they're like little triangular food parcels. It's an Indian thing. Well,
Oh, okay.
that part of the world anyway. I don't think it's strictly Indian. You get them here as well.
So what is it? Explain it.
Do you know what buttered chicken is?
Buttered chicken. I'm assuming it's chicken with butter smothered all over it.
It's a type of curry.
Oh, I know what it is. Yes, I know what that is.
Okay, so imagine that it's like a sweet curry in a parcel of. It's not quite pastry. I actually don't know specifically what it is. It's like a little parcel of food. They're really good.
Okay.
A parcel like what you get